Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Online Cadet to Fleet Admiral. This is episode 4. And we are going to be playing through the next mission, which I believe is Diplomatic Orders. So the first thing I need to do is actually pick the mission up. So if I press the Hail Starfleet button, there it is, Hail. Lieutenant, we have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is travelling from his homeworld to the monastery at Phenom. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or the Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Phenom. Please meet him at Vulcan, and once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe. So we need to escort the ambassador from Vulcan to Phenom. We're going to get 3,000 skill points, 780 expertise, data recorder. What does that actually do? Right, okay, that replays the, if you remember from, I think it was episode 2, you get the Spock voiceover, and every time you enter a new sector block, you can replay it with that. Photon torpedo and a personal shield. So we'll accept that mission. Right, so we need to go to the Vulcan system. Now you'll see here, I can click this button to view mission details, or this one will plot a course to the mission starting point, so you can either click that. If it's not in the sector block, it will offer you a transwarp, but it will cost you energy credits. Alternatively, you can go to the map, and you can see the Vulcan system's highlighted there, and I can click on it there. So for this, I'll show you that. Plot a course, and then we'll take you the maximum speed of your ship, which at the moment is warp 5. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Looks like we're approaching Vulcan now. There we go. Enter Vulcan system. Captain, we have arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador's aide when we arrived. Pella says that the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when travelling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen? On the screen. Greetings, Lieutenant Jones. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Phenom. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honour the end of the Kal Rek holiday. He will be done soon. The ambassador is hesitant to use the transporter technology. His bias against transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable travelling to Lafayette by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person, Lieutenant. Board the shuttle. Okay. So we board shuttle. We're ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. So we need to land the shuttle now. We can walk over here and land the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, this is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for us at the temple at the top of the rise. We can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Phenom. so we need to speak to the ambassador. And if I turn around, there's a shuttle behind us. Oh, nice. And I believe he's up there. So we can run up there. If we walk, the movie will be over. Vulcan's actually quite a nice place to visit. It is a social zone, so you can come here when there is no mission for you to do. Almost there now. And there he is. Talk to Ambassador Soketh.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
Now we can ask him about Pajem, ask him what his business is, or are you ready to leave? So we'll just ask him if he's ready to leave.
This is ridiculous! Access to Pajem is strictly limited to preserve the sanctity of the monastery. No outsiders are permitted to land without the expressed permission of Savin, the leader of the Order of the Priest that maintains the planet. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty. But Savin has chosen this moment to illogically question my visiting the monastery. He is refusing to grant leave for me to meet with the abbot at Pajem.
Sounded a bit emotional there for a Vulcan. Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
If I do not complete my journey to Pajem now, I will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Radeon is complete. And that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant you permission.
I fear I've spent too much time off-world. While I find it easy to deal with others, my own people can be stubborn. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than I have.
Okay, so we need to question Savin about why he won't allow Soketh to visit Pajem. Okay, let me speak to Savin then. And he's right behind us there. Casually walk over. Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Right, so we have quite a lot here that we can ask. If we go through it all, it could take forever. I'll leave some things up to you when you play through it yourself. Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pajem? I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honour as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Soketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity. Okay, so we've got permission. Let's walk back over and speak with the ambassador.
Do you have any questions?
Right, so we've got two here. I've spoken to Savin and we can leave for Pajem now. I've spoken to Savin, why doesn't he trust you? So, we'll pick this one.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go. Right, he's ready to come now. Let's go. Go back to the shuttle. Again, let's run.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you to buy and sell items. Press I to open your inventory.
Wonder why that's popped up now. There we go. Yeah, as it says, replicators down there. It appears I've actually got quite a few things I could do with equipping there. And again, R&D materials should be in R&D. Right, so I'll just quickly equip the warp car at least. It's much better than the one I've got. Shields too. there. Now, there's a dual beam bank there. It's, what is it? Plasma beam. It is better than the phasers. I like phasers. I like to stick with the law. Federation ships should be carrying phasers. So, I won't be using that. Which can be a little bit of a handicap if I don't use all the best weapons right away. But I'm willing to live with it. That armor's better than mine, so I'll stick that on. I'll just check my bridge officers. You don't have any armor, you don't have any armor, and you don't. Well, let's put it on the science officer for now. And as it suggests, if we go to the replicator, hit recycle. We don't want to recycle those, we're going to need those later on. We can get rid of the auxiliary battery, the dual beam bank. We don't get anything for those because they're standard issue. But as you can see, I actually earned some energy credits there. Board the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
There we go. What have we got here? Speak with the ambassador.
I need to meditate and prepare for my meeting with the abbot at Phenom. If you have no objections, I will retire to my quarters. Please notify me when we have arrived at our destination. Once again, you have my gratitude for your assistance.
Continue. And now we've got return to the bridge, which we do through that door. Ambassador Sokev has returned to his quarters, Captain. We can leave the system whenever you like. Right, okay. So let's depart the system. And now we need to go to Phenom, which is here. Now I am fairly sure that if I click that, it will take me back to Vulcan because it's to the mission starting point, which is Vulcan, so you have to do this bit manually. And we should hit level 4 soon. Just for those of you that don't know, there are several ranks starting at Lieutenant all the way up to Fleet Admiral, and there's 10 levels for each rank until you hit level 40. And then it's 5 levels per rank. Right, continue diplomatic orders. So I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in this system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Agreed. Sensors on maximum. Scan the energy pattern. Shenanigans. Captain, we are being held by the Klingons, putting them on screen now. You have a foul shapeshifter aboard your ship. Turn the creature over to us or we will destroy you. And then we've got shapeshifter, what do you mean? Tell me about the Undyne. Why are the Undyne here? Again, if you guys want to click all these options, feel free to. I'm just going to continue with the mission. So, do you have any proof of these accusations? Do you doubt my word? I insult my honour. I have killed men for less. I have nothing to prove to the likes of you. Turn that so-called ambassador over to me now or face the consequences. So now we need to engage the Klingon patrol. Shields up, red alert. And there they are, rough in the distance. Alright, so weapons-wise we have 2 phasers and a photon torpedo launcher. Now the phasers have a 180 degree firing arc, so, which means they actually, I think it's 180. No, 250, sorry. Which means they actually overlap on the broadside. So, you're better off in the early stages firing on a broadside until you lower the shields, and then using torpedoes once the shields are down. Doesn't always work out like that. Now, for some reason, my keybind for full impulse isn't working.
Warning. Ship is
There
under
we go.
attack. Engage weapons and in-target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now.
If I click this arrow, it should bring my shield back up on that side, but it drains energy from all the other facings.
Target shields have failed.
Right, so shields are down. Rear shields. And there we go, those should hit the rear. Energy power the shields should increase shield regen and give us a little bit of a heal. And let's collect these items that I've dropped. Shield battery, auxiliary battery. I generally don't use batteries. They can be very useful though. Having said that, I am used to using the red matter capacitor, which gives you, it's like a battery that doesn't expire, so it's got an infinite number of charges, and it gives power to all subsystems rather than just one. Surf sensors are showing multiple Klingon life signs on the surface. The monks may be in danger. I recommend that we send an away team down immediately. Alert the ambassador to meet the away team at the transporter room. Now really we should leave him on the ship, but we're a lieutenant, we're inexperienced. Capturing the situation on the ground may be too dangerous for the ambassador to be on the surface. I recommend that he remains in his quarters until he's safe. Very good. Continue. The away team is ready for transport at your command, Captain. So beam down. We can take all of our bridge officers. Which is good, so we can accept that. Captain, we need to secure the area and then make our way forward towards the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert, we need to find the monks. Right, so we need to proceed with caution and engage the Klingons. So, let us, first of all, go into shooter mode, switch weapons to the phaser rifle, and there's some Klingons up there. Right, if you can see here, in shooter mode, my crosshair has gone red, but there's two blue dots. Now the main red means he's in range of my primary fire, which is number 1 on the tray at the bottom, but he's not in range of the secondary fire, which is number 2. When I'm in range of both, it'll be completely red. So if I can get a bit closer, maybe. See, the two blue dots turn red, means I can hit him with both. One that Klingon's down. I normally prefer using sniper rifles, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this weapon. And there's some more. Oh. There's quite a few items there, but I don't generally bother with them. Unless they're either blue or purple, I don't pick up items on the ground. They're not worth a lot of money if I send them to the replicator, and they're generally not as good as the stuff that you're using. Here we go, reach the Abbey. It's there. There's some anomalies over there, but we'll continue with the mission this time. More Klingons.
Flanking damage detected. Take evasive action.
Right, we have an incoming message. So we're receiving an alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak to you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricorder. Lieutenant Jones, I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soka. We have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter, so the Klingons were actually right. You need to be very careful, Lieutenant. This imposter was able to fool Soka's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous. Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soka's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but, sir, unauthorized use of transport is detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whomever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Right. Detain the imposter. And there he is. First of all, let's put some mines down. Then lure him in. You might recognise him as Species 8472 from Voyager. Or the Undine.
Enemy combatants in melee range. Close combat.
Bothersome creatures! Why should I trouble myself with such insignificant beings, when the Klingons will do my work for me? Warriors! Prepare for battle!
Yes, sir.
There is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody else pick up on that? One of those Klingons sounded like a woman, but they were both clearly men. There we go. Gotta go and follow the Undine. Made short work of those guys. Right, we've got to scan the area now. Captain, it appears that the Undine has eluded us. However, I am picking up residual traces of a transporter activity in the vicinity. I believe that the Undine may have beamed to a hidden ship in orbit. If he has a hidden ship, we'll find it. Recommend we return to Lafayette and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. So let's beam up. Captain, there is an Undine ship on an intercept course. Sir, the Lafayette doesn't have the armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until reinforcements get here. Captain, if we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. Okay, let's go.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
There's an Undine torpedo.
Target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now.
It got us anyway.
Left shield failing. Power transfer is recommended.
Tachyon beam, let's try and do a bit of shield damage. I think we need to try and keep our distance a little bit here.
Target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now. Rear shield failing. Power transfer
Ow.
is recommended.
4 seconds.
Left shield failing. Power transfer is recommended.
Let's get out of here.
Target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now. Hull integrity down to 50%. Evasive maneuvers recommended.
No, if that thing hits us, we're dead. Ah, that's lucky.
Target shields have failed. Recommend torpedo launch now. Left shield failing. Power transfer is recommended.
Can't believe we're actually holding out this long.
Hull integrity
Oh,
down to
17%.
5%. Evasive maneuvers recommended. Core shield failing. Power transfer is recommended. Right shield failing. Power transfer is recommended.
Oh, and there we go. Just as I transferred power to my engines. As you can see, this guy's tough. And let's respawn.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Let's go back to weapons. Scan the debris. Downloading the data now, Captain. Incoming message from the USS Cook, Captain Jones. This is Captain Phelan of the USS Cook. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand, Lieutenant Jones. Perhaps someday you will return the favour. Phelan out. We've recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the message and tell us more. Depart the system. And that's the end of that mission. Now we can hail Starfleet and receive our reward. The ambassador was an Undine. I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realised. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create. Continue.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
There we go. And it's just actually completed all of my accolades for my lifetime membership, so now I've got 700-day veteran reward. Team boost going. And the next mission will be hide and seek. Right, let's just spend some of these skill points we've just earned, 3,000 of them. That actually got us to level 5, so we bypassed level 4 completely. Right, we don't need attack patterns, that's maxed out. Let's put some in driver coil. Actually, let's put 2 in driver coil, that should increase our warp speed. And some more, 1 in weapons efficiency, accept. If I increase the skill of torpedo high yield a little bit, that's a little bit, not all that much. Accept. Now, putting skill points, I believe, in bridge officer abilities actually doesn't increase the damage or effectiveness of the ability, but reduces the cooldown time of the ability, so you can use it more often. And emergency power to shields, yeah, accept that. Okay, I don't know why it's put those in there. There's the data recorder. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's a good point to leave it. Join us again next week for episode 5 and hide and seek. Again, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Until next time, live long and prosper.